When I was a senior in high school, I was trying to decide between University of Rochester and Villanova for college. When I went on tour at University of Rochester, it was May 9th or 10th of 2010, and it snowed. There were like little flurries, and I was like, I am not doing this. I am not living in a place where winter lasts until May. So University of Rochester was off the table. I wound up starting at Villanova as a political science major. I was in an a cappella group. I did tech stuff for the musical theater group, and I was a political science fellow. For my sophomore year, I was looking at potentially joining the rowing team. My intent was eventually to go to law school and to do congressional law and to maybe yell at Congress for being Congress. And it seems like maybe that would have been a good idea, maybe. Anyway, so I wound up working on my first political campaign, and I hated it. I hated it. I love politics. I love talking about politics. I love thinking about politics. I love being involved, but I don't want a clipboard. It just was not for me. And one of my best friends, his grandfather died, and I came back to go to the funeral, and his dad was there, and his dad is an angel, and his dad was like, how are you? How's architecture? I had done a couple of architecture programs when I was younger, and I looked at him, and I had this like movie aha moment, and I stopped, and I lied to him. I lied to this man that I love, and I said, it's going great. It's going so great. Thank you for asking. And his like family, anyway, he didn't need my stuff. I actually don't know if I've ever told him. I got back in the car and I said to my dad, I need to transfer schools. And he was like, all right, where are we going? Like, that story could have gone a lot of different ways, and it's actually very unlikely that it went the way that it did. I'm gonna apply for architecture. I think I'm gonna apply to art school. And so I wound up going to SCAD, Savannah College of Art and Design, and majoring in architectural history. And I wound up going to the University of Virginia for architectural history. And I wound up coming home to New York to get my hip rebuilt. And I was thinking about teaching, and now I've been an art teacher for 11 years. There are a lot of different ways that life can go. And I've met a lot of 17-year-olds in my 11-year career as an art teacher. And there have been a great many that I have respected as scholars and individuals, and there's still not a single one of them that I would put in charge of making decisions for me for the rest of my life. And so, me at 17 certainly should not have been allowed to do that for anybody, let alone myself. And I think we put this pressure on ourselves. Are we the thing that we set out to be when we were a kid? There's this element of like, do you want to be true to yourself? Do you want to chase that dream, whatever that may be. But I think for a lot of people, it's a lot more complicated than that. Which is to say, if you're not the thing that you thought you were going to be when you were 17, that's like, it's probably fine.